Hey, what's going on, boys? It's your boy Cool Kid coming back at you with yet another Clash Royale video. Today, boys, we're doing something a little different. We're going to be using this deck over here, and it's actually for this challenge over here. Don't worry, I'm not going too crazy over here on the ladder again. We're just doing this for the Reflections on Ice challenge, which is basically just a randomized clone challenge. It's actually pretty fun. I've been playing around with it, and yeah, I've been having a blast and a half. Basically, because there's a lot of clones, we're going to have a bunch of spells that counter clones, right? So we got arrows, poison, and tornado. And then we have giant skeleton, skelly army, and skelly barrel and mirror. That stuff is always really nice to get cloned up. Executioner also counters those clones with the tornado. It's really OP. You can also get some shots on tower and whatnot. So I say let's hop right into this first match. See what kind of damage we can do as we're going up against our boy Sazuk Uchiha from Holland's Voter. All right, so the first clone happens pretty early. We're just gonna go with this, and then we're gonna go with this. Very amazing defense right here. Oh, Executioner was kind of cracked. I think we're doing all right here just because of our Skelly Barrel. And yeah, we got a ton of damage with our Skelly Barrel. And then there's the clone at about 234 seconds or so. So good to know for the next game. He's going to have a Prince coming down this lane, but we're just going to go with the Giant Skeleton to counter that up. Honestly, it would be good to know every time the clones happen. There we go, 220, another clone happens. Very good to know. He's going to go with the Princess. We're going to have arrows for that. Take her out nice and easy. Arrows are really good for all the clones and all the bait people will be using. Giant Skeleton does not reach the tower, unfortunately, but it's alright. We're going to go with the Mere Skelly Barrel as he goes Dark Prince. A little unfortunate, but we should take his tower. He should take ours. Fair trade. I'll take it. There goes the Skelly Barrels. And there goes our tower. And there goes his tower. And then he does get a clone, so we're going to have to Tornado. Make sure all of that dies. Very solid. And we're chilling. He is going to go with the Prince, though. We're gonna have to go Skarmy on top of it. If he has a Zap or something, we're screwed. But nope, we do get the positive 2 elixir trade on that. And we get a little clone out of this Skarmy too, so we definitely has to counter that. Goes with the Princess. Once again, we have arrows for it. Skeletons will do some nice chipping away at his tower. As you can tell, I'm playing this deck very aggressively, only because it's more fun when played aggressive. So, 16 seconds until double elixir time. We're doing a little bit of a reset over here. Not using any of the clones that might have happened in that period of time. We're going to go with the Giant Skeleton in the back. He does go with the Pump, and I think because it's double elixir time, I don't think it'll matter too much. He's going to go with the Inferno Dragon, though. That's a bit annoying for sure. We're just going to have to Executioner on that, take him out, but he will take out both of our Giant Skeletons. Not too worried about the cloned one because it didn't cost me anything, but still a little annoying. We're going to go with the Tornado on that. We're going to go Mere Skelly Barrel, and then we're going to arrow on the Princess and the tower and the Pump. Executioner does hit those boys up nicely. We'll hit these Dark Princes. No, it'll hit the Inferno Dragon. And here I'm thinking we'll go with Skarmy here. Oh, I am a noob, bro. Alright, Executioner taking out that Dark Prince. We're going to have to NATO in this Princess. Make sure she dies. He's going to Fireball my father. We're going to go with a Giant Skeleton. Very nice Giant Skeleton. Absolutely predicted the crap out of his Inferno Dragon. We're going to go Mere Skelly Barrel in the pocket here. And those Inferno Dragons should die to the bomb. We get the mad clones on the Skelly Barrels. Perfectly timed. Nice. And that is a fat W. Just because of a lucky clone on our Skelly Barrels at the end there. I'll take that W up against Sazuk Uchiha any day of the week. So that's 6 wins, an epic trade token, and a couple of masteries completed. Very nice. And here we are, hopping right into the next one, going against Vegeta777. Cool. We're going to go with the Skelly Barrel at the bridge first play. I'm not sure when this first clone happens. Maybe it's a lot later than I anticipated. But that's alright. We still want the Skelly Barrel. Still got a bit of damage here. We're going to go with the Executioner. We're going to go with the Skarmy on top of these E-Barbs. And they should get countered up nicely, even if he does have a spell. Alright, there's the first clone at around 235. Executioner should be getting some mad damage on these Baby Dragons. And the Baby Dragons are not getting any damage on our towers. Very cool. We'll go with the Giant Skeleton here because we do have the NATO. And they might get cloned up. That was pretty bad, Goblin Gang. Because I did have an Executioner down. but somehow he absolutely counters everything up with ease. I don't want to counter that Night Witch, and I don't think I have to. Kind of a waste by him. He's going to get one Night Witch shot. Oh, he gets a lucky clone. We're going to have to arrows that. That clone gave him so much extra damage. Very, very unfortunate timing on that clone. This is why it's really good to know the times that it's cloned. So yeah, if you watch this video, you'll know what times the clones happen. Very, very cool. We'll go with the Executioner here as he places a Baby Dragon. We are even on Elixir now. I was hoping to get the Elixir advantage by not wasting anything on that Night Witch, but unfortunately that couldn't happen. We'll go with the Skarmy. He does pre-log, so we'll go with the Mirror Skarmy. Make sure those E-Barbs do go down. Very solid. Take out the Clone E-Barb as well. We're going to have to get a Giant Skeleton down for this Valkyrie, so we'll try to do that here. And I'm not sure if he's counting Elixir, probably not, but we would be screwed if he went opposite lane with something, but it looks like he won't do so. So here, I'm gonna save up for my arrows because I know he has Goblin Gang, and that's probably his best counter there. I'm actually just gonna poison just because I can get solid value with that Night Witch and everything in there. And the Giant Skelly Bombs do take everything out, and I think we're doing all right. Other than that Night Witch Mirror or Night Witch Clone destroying 90% of our tower, we're doing all right. We got a Executioner in the back. Gets cloned up. He goes Baby Dragons. We're going to go with the Skelly Barrel Mirror here as he goes arrows. And then I think that should be okay. He is going to log on the left side, but not before we get mad damage. Here we're going to go with the Giant Skeleton Skarmy. Unfortunately, the clone did just happen, so we won't get much out of it, but that's okay. We'll go with the Poison on this. We'll have to go with the NATO on the Valkyrie, make sure she doesn't take down our entire tower. He does decide to go with the arrows. Giant Skeleton gets cloned into the tower, and that bomb will hit, take the tower out. And this is looking like a W with 12 seconds to go. We're going to make sure we get a Giant Skeleton down to clog the right lane up and make sure we can steal this W against our boy Vegeta. He played very well, but unfortunately for him, that clone in the end there got those giant skeletons onto his tower and took it out. Very solid W. I would take that all day long. All right, let's collect this reward. Couple thousand gold. Nope, just 1,000 gold. But let's hop right into this next game. 7 wins, going for the 8, going up against Mimo. It ain't Nemo, it's Mimo. We're going to go with the Skelly Barrel just to start. See what he does for this. Oh, it does clone at like 250. Okay, so I must have been placing my troops too late. But yeah, there's a nice Skelly Barrel clone. We're just going to go with the Mirror Skelly Barrel here. See if it gets cloned up or if he counters it well. So it does get cloned up, but he does go with the Princess. We're going to go with a nice little poison on both these Princesses and all those recruits. And we're going to get a solid Executioner, I think, here on the right side. If he goes anything on the left, I have arrows, I have Skarmy. We got a bunch of counters in this deck. Executioner should be getting mad value. We're going to have to arrow the left side now just because of it getting cloned. But we're still doing really good. Only took a little bit of damage from those recruits. Here we're going to have to go with the Giant Skeleton. Pop ourselves down to 0 elixir. Bit unfortunate, but I don't think he's going to punish us for this. We're going to go with the Skelly Barrel behind this Giant Skeleton. Maybe by the time it goes to the tower, it might get cloned up. And he does go with an Ice Golem to kite. Very solid Ice Golem. And there's the clone. He does log in time, though. And here I'm thinking we'll go with another Skelly Barrel. Nah, he's going to give us a nice little poison with 2 Musketeers over here. Make sure we steal that poison on him. Take those Muskies down. And they do get cloned up, but unfortunately for him, they all do die to the poison. We'll just go with a Skarmy on these 2 on the right. And yeah, they'll go down without a fight. And here he goes Princess. So we go with the nice arrows. Hit the cloned one as well. Kind of unexpected. Once again, you should know the times the clones do happen. Especially like the early ones, so you can catch your opponent kind of off guard if they're not expecting it. Here, I think we're going to go Executioner and then Mirror in the other lane as all these recruits get cloned up. So here, we're going to go Executioner, both lanes, and these should get some mad value. I'm thinking at least. So there's, oh, look at that satisfaction, boy. Oh, look at that go. Everything gets cloned up, but all those Executioners just destroying everything. We're going to go with the Giant Skeleton, going to go with the Skelly Barrel on the left, and then we're going to get a nice little poison over here. Executioner getting some solid damage on the right. And here's going to have to log on the left. But the Giant Skeleton does reach the tower. and it will take it out. Here we're just going to go with the arrows on all of this. Make sure they don't do too much damage. He does go with arrows himself. So honestly, I'm thinking, boom, Skarmy Mirror in the pocket. What's he going to do about it? It does get cloned up. He does go with the Valkyrie. But look at that Skarmy. There's so many skeletons on the field. That's so awesome. Tower is going to go down to those skeletons. We're going to get a giant skeleton down on this princess. And just for the heck of it, we'll poison. And we're going to arrows just over here. Take everything out. And that's 8 wins. Challenge complete. Very fun challenge. I do recommend you play it if you weren't going to do it, because there's not that great rewards. It's honestly just a fun one, and I do think it is worth your time. And at the end, you get a gold chest. Like, you know what? Better than nothing. That's for sure. But anyways, that was a Reflections on Ice challenge. That was a video. That was a cool kid. Peace out, and toodaloo.